AARI, the Advancing Adolescent Reading Initiative, is a comprehensive and in-depth professional development program for Alberta educators teaching across all subject areas in grades 7 to 12. The program is delivered as a series of sequence learning modules. There are 8 modules that are focused on how adolescents learn to read, why and where many of them struggle, and most importantly, what to do about it.
The goal of AARI is to improve teachers' knowledge base in language and literacy so that they can meet the complex learning needs that modern high school students have. For example, some students have Aboriginal background, some students have English as a second language background, some students may have read 10,000 books by the time they come to high school, some students may have read 1.
I was really frustrated and spent a lot of time complaining with teachers in the hallway about how my average, ordinary 10-1 students weren't reading to learn. They were still learning how to read, and I wasn't doing what I needed to do to help them out. I was assigning reading, but I wasn't teaching reading, and that's really what they needed. Came to the realization that I needed to do something about it, and found out that this was a program that was going to be coming out for teachers. I knew this is what I was looking for to improve my practice.
What I saw in my class is that we have students that are struggling. The vocabulary is beyond them, and they sort of get lost. It's like kids come into class, they get a book in front of them, and they read the words. And they've read all the words, they've decoded everything, but they have no idea what they read. It's like getting on an 18-speed bike and not having it in gear. And you're just pedaling as hard as you can.
A group of our teachers, we took some passages from textbooks in our school, and we crossed out all of the Tier 2 words in a particular passage and inserted those crossed out words with the word blah. Our teachers realized very quickly that if our students don't understand the vocabulary, all they're hearing is the Charlie Brown teacher, blah, 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 blah. And once teachers realize that, there becomes a sense of urgency to help out their students. And vocabulary isn't an old-fashioned notion.
It's far more successful than any of the other PD initiatives that I have seen.
There's no man in his right mind who wants that for his daughter, but he was partly put to
So
blame.
often PD is teachers go in, they take a session or a day or two, and they're pumped up, they're excited about some new ideas. However, there isn't the follow-up. The opportunity to work with the same group of colleagues over an extended period of time to build the relationships, to build the trust that they feel comfortable to experiment in their classrooms, ask for ideas and advice, really makes a difference.
I think every teacher should be involved in sustained professional development. An afternoon to cover a new idea that's being implemented simply isn't enough. We need sustained professional development to really make a difference in our practice.
What I found with the AARI is it has changed my teaching practice. I now look at a text that I'm going to be presenting to them. I analyze it for the text structure. Is it a cause and effect problem solution? Is it a description? I look at the strategies they're going to need to use while they're reading that so that they can have an understanding of what they're working with.
And I look at myself as a teacher a year ago or 2 years ago or 3 years ago. My focus is now on literacy. If my students don't have strong literacy skills, they're not going to understand my content area. And my content area is literature. They need to understand that. Just like a math teacher's content area is math. The students there still need to understand that language as well. So the change has been, I teach reading, I don't assign reading anymore.
I am so much a better teacher because of it. I now not only have the content background, but I have strategies that access all my learners.
I know that I'm making a difference with my students when I see how capable and confident they feel about tackling a reading. I see it in their discussions, in their groups, when they're talking about concepts, and I see it in their writing. And the quality of my students' work is growing and it's improving as my practice has improved.
And I see the kids more confident, they're coming to class more often, and then I just feel better that they're coming to class, because then I know I'm meeting their needs.
There's no educational intervention more powerful than a well-informed and a knowledgeable teacher.